Good morning, collective. Welcome back to the channel. I don't know about you, but I woke up this morning feeling a sense of some sort of something has been eclipsed out of my life. Like in the solar plexus area, it felt lighter as though something had been removed. Also, I woke up with a very strong sense that lust has taken a backseat to love and has been found unworthy of the gift. And that's just how I woke up. And also, I'm suffering a little, I don't know if it's called suffering. I'm experiencing a little bit of vertigo also this morning. So there are adjustments being undergone in the mental body. And I do believe that this is an eclipsing out of certain aspects of energies that we may have been having to deal with. So I'm sharing that here with you because you may be experiencing something also, and there you go. So we're going to reach right in and we're going to see what Spirit has to share with us this morning about the scenarios that we are experiencing throughout the collective. Spirit, what is the collective energy at this time, please? And thank you. What is it that the collective needs to know at this time? Please and thank you. Excuse me. Collective energies, please, Spirit. Collective energies. Alrighty then, collective, what is it we got going on for you today? Central energy, Spirit, what do we got? Ooh. Oh my God. Judgment and death. Alrighty then. Judgment is being called about this rebirth, about this new phase, and there are endings and transitions happening right now that could explain some of this vertigo that I'm undergoing, and maybe you are experiencing some sort of fluctuations as well within the mental body and within the solar plexus chakra or the heart chakra or any of your chakras. There may be some releasings going on. In the challenge position, excuse me. In the challenge position, we have a Knight of Swords and a Tower. Gosh, man. So somebody's rushing in to defend their beliefs. Oopsie, I got something on the screen here. Let me get it off. Excuse me. We've got a Knight of Swords and a Tower in the upright. So somebody's rushing forward to defend their beliefs. They're under judgment. There's a death happening, like a big separation, an end of a cycle. And he's like, whoa, wait a minute. But there's this huge tower, like everything's collapsing. Everything is coming undone. What an exciting time. Okay, so in the subconscious, what do we got there? Well, this just kind of came out and it fell out, and I'm going to have to take it because it fell out. Okay, so we've got a 10 of Cups in the upright. So this 10 of Cups is divine love, blissful relationships. You've got a King of Cups here. So his cup runneth over. He's diplomatic, he's balanced emotionally, and he's empathic. So he recognizes both sides of a scenario. He's open to understanding, like he's not biased. And then you've got a 6 of Wands. So there's a victory here. In the recent past, yeah, 5 of Wands, conflict, clashing of petty egos, rivalry, disagreements. In the intentions and expectations, we've got a Queen of Swords reversed. So this Queen of Swords reversed is deceitful. She's easily influenced, overly emotional, a bitch who's very cruel and cold-hearted and narrow-minded. She's been fighting. Bitch. And in the near future, we've got, what do we got in the near future? In the near future, whoa, we've got this Ace of Wands. So there's willpower and power beginning. So with fire, there is this new beginning being enacted. And it's like passionate, powerful fire, Leo energy, which brings about a 9 of swords for somebody. So they're in trauma and despair over this Leo fiery energy, and they're having nightmares, and they're in a 5 of Pentacles. So it looks like this is some judgment has been going on, and somebody's in a tower, and they're all up in despair because this Leo or this Sagittarius or Aries, whoever this fire energy is like turning up the heat, man. Okay, so in the lens it's being looked, whoa, this came out and did a flip and then a flip, and we got the moon in the reverse. We got the moon in the reverse. Illusions are busted wide open. Everything is seen. The truth is the truth is the truth. Somebody might be suffering some insecurities in the environment. We've got the Hermit. Yeah, lights are being shined on stuff. Everything's being seen. Everything is witnessed. Everything has been looked at very carefully and meditated on. So it's not just like it's some willy-nilly thing happening here. No. Hopes and fears. What's in the hopes and fears, Spirit? Oh, the Devil. Codependency, toxicity, addictions, the shadow self, and the outcome, Spirit. What is the outcome? Well, we got swift change. And on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Knight of Cups. Proposals. Oh my gosh, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. Charm, romantic, proposals, new love, messages, sensitive dreamers. You got this 9 of Pentacles coming into the rewards, the fruits of your labor, financial stability. Queen of Wands, courageous and determined. King of Swords, freaking mental clarity, all about the truth, man. Wow. Holy moly, we got some stuff happening this morning. I knew something was going on because I woke up, and as soon as I became fully conscious, well, I was laying there, and as soon as I opened my eyes, I recognized right away that there has been some removing going on. And I thought right away that something had been eclipsed out, or I had been eclipsed out of something. Or I'm picking up on all of this being eclipsed out. It's like, whoa, in the mental field, in the collective consciousness, it's like there's this weird, and it's like this all stuff is like being like stripped out. It's magnificent and wild and beautiful. So in the central energy, we've got judgment and death, man. End of a cycle. Judgment is happening and death. Boom, shakalaka, freaking boom. You can't get any more serious than that. And then you got this person here defending their beliefs because they're having a tower. Everything's crashing down. Crashing down. Crashing down regarding this soul tie. Death of a soul tie. Yep. Losing this connection. And it's like when I woke up, it was like lust has lost the favor of love. And it's like, so there's this death happening here to this soul tie. You got this Knight of Swords rushing in to defend his beliefs, but it's crashing down. It's like, no, boom, it's done, man. It looks to me like this is over. This is an end of this abuse. An end of this third-party abuse. Yeah. It's third-party abuse. They had a soul tie, and they fucked around, and they were in... There's this great love of infidelity, you know, that's just running through the collective field of consciousness and infecting all of the relationships, and it's ugly and messy. But you got this King of Cups here. He's all about love, and he's all about this Ten of Cups, and he's like, holy moly. So he's calling judgment and delivering a death to these soul ties that are all about third-party situations, and he's gaining a victory with that. It's like, yeah, little whores. Okay, so lust has lost the favor of love. So incredible how this is tying right in. Yeah, man, they made mistakes. They pissed all over love. They pissed all over their gift. They shat on it. They stomped on it. They tore it up and fed it to their friends. Petty ego has been found guilty. They're overly emotional. They're easily influenced. They're cold-hearted and narrow-minded, intolerant and bitter little bitches. They were daydreaming, longing for you. Yeah, longing for your energy. And now they've been detached. She wanted to be you so freaking bad. She was daydreaming of it. And now she's been detached. All of these folks are getting detached from you. These third parties. She was so jealous of you in this third party situation. This person is a little whore, and they effed you over big time. This King of Cups is here on behalf of love. He's coming with his Ace of Wands. He's like, fire! And he's causing all kinds of trauma and despair for these little hoes. And he's taking away their money. Because their money belonged to the other half of this soul tie. They took it and they shared it with their little hoes. And now they're in despair because they lost their money and they lost their soul tie. They sabotaged their soul tie that was giving them a good life. They beat it up, they chewed it up, they spit it out, they stomped it out, they cut it up, sliced it up, fed it to their friends. And the illusion is no more. Everything is seen. You're a little whore. And that's just the way it is. And they're all confused now. They're all confused because they're all confused about this irreplaceable situation. They know that this person is irreplaceable. And yet they don't honor and respect this person. There's a light being shined on this. They don't honor and respect this person. They're chasing around. They're chasing around on this person who's irreplaceable. They don't honor and respect this person. There's no moral compass in this little whore. So, yeah, they neglected their responsibilities. They neglected their familial responsibilities. The Hermit is here, shining a light on it. Judgment is being called. You did not give two shits about your child or your wife or your responsibilities. You were too busy out here being a whore, being lustful, sowing your wild oats, creating children out of wedlock. This devilish energy, shadow self, codependency, proliferating codependency, proliferating fatherless homes, proliferating materialism. You know, you just have all these people running around and you can go visit any one of them. And it's like, oh, I can go pick this up from that baby mama, and I can go pick this up from that baby mama, or that baby father, or whatever. Unexpected outcome. This devil is like, ew, that was an unexpected outcome. They thought for sure that you were going to stick around and you were just going to let them walk all over you and feed your soul to their little hoe. And you got an 8 of Wands, so you got a swift change here. A swift change. You're entering into an actual relationship, or maybe it's all, of course, this is your choice, but there is an inseparable connection here. There is a distance, so you could be telepathically linked. And you've got this devilish energy who's overwhelmed. They've got toxic habits. They've got addictions and destructive behaviors. And they're freaking swallowed up by every temptation that comes and wags its little whatever in their face. They're like, ooh, yeah. And they're just like, so you're coming into your destiny. Everybody's coming into their destiny. There's a reflection going on. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. And so somebody does have hope here. This could be the inseparable thing. There's somebody who may be telepathically linked to you, who you may have known in a previous cycle or a previous lifetime or whatever. And they have hope for getting back together with you. Somebody should have expressed themselves better. They held back. Time is gone. It's too late to take any action for those who are on the shadow side. I'm still feeling a little bit of that, what is that called? Damn it, I said it earlier. Where your mind, you walk into walls and stuff. Yeah, it's that weird thing. There's some adjustments happening in the collective field. I'm super excited about it, especially after seeing these cards, because there's towers, man. Everything's falling apart. There's stuff being eclipsed out of our field of awareness right now. It's super duper freaking tastic. Super duper freaking tastic. Yes, and they're guilty and they're all up in regret. There's a death to this soul tie. They're being eclipsed out of your fields, out of your mind, out of your solar plexus, out of your energy. They're being eclipsed out. Judgment is called. There's a death to this soul tie. They're guilty and they're in regret. Oh yes, Ariskis. And they're like, hold up, there's a reason I need to defend my beliefs. I'm just a whore, and there's a perfectly good explanation, and it's righteous behavior, and blah, blah, blah. You know, there's no reason why you should give me a tower for, being a whore. Okay, whatever. You go ahead and try to defend that to the best of your ability. Death to third-party situations. Freaking tower. Sudden change. These are no longer accepted. Lust has been destroyed. It has lost the favor of love. That's exactly what I woke with this morning. It's being eclipsed out. They made mistakes. They wish they could right their wrongs. This King of Cups is here on behalf of love, on behalf of divine love, on behalf of this 10 of Cups. And there is a victory, a 6 of Wands. Oh yeah, they're in fear now. They made mistakes. They made mistakes. Everything was all up in their imagination. They're like, oh no, what's going on? And it's like, yeah, dude, you were operating on a fantasy, on some freaking weird illusion, bringing all this conflict and tension and rivalry. Daydreaming about being this third party, daydreaming about being the soul tie, causing so much conflict for this woman or this man, however you want to see yourselves gender-wise in this connection. but they were bringing, petty egos clashing with you. You may not even have been aware that your partner was out there being a whore, but you may have. I mean, your spirit knew. They're guilty, and they're feeling the pain of what they have caused you now. Guilt came out here twice. Guilty, guilt. Wow. Guilt. They were bringing conflict and rivalry to an honest, happy person. They got a soul tie with an honest and happy person, and they proceeded to try to bring about a death to them while they fed their essence to their little whore. This little petty bitch who was daydreaming about being you, this cruel and bitter, jealous whore who infiltrated your soul tie relationship, daydreaming about being you, and she's being detached. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling the need to pull back on my negativity regarding this situation. I have no honor or respect for these little bitches. I just don't. Okay? Because they destroyed my life, and they destroyed many others' lives. They didn't destroy my life, but they did definitely give me ammunition to rise above and become what I am, which is a total bitch to these hoes. I don't care. They came after the health and the abundance that belonged to this original soul tie, this soul tie. They came after the health and the abundance of this soul tie. They wanted to be this person. They probably dressed up in yoga pants, went out burning their incense, telling the world how spiritual they are, trying so hard to pretend to be you, dressing themselves up in your energy that he would come and collect with his wand and then pour into her. And they sabotage themselves. You're getting a new opportunity, a new fiery opportunity. And it could very well be that you are an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and you're turning up your fire, your willpower, your desire. And you're like, hey, I'm claiming my potential beginnings, and you're not a part of it. There is a death to this soul tie, and they're in a 9 of Swords. They're in trauma and despair. They're like, what do you mean I don't get my meal ticket anymore? What do you mean I can't suck off your tit anymore? What do you mean you're going to leave me? In a 5 of Pentacles. What do you mean I have to go and try to live with this person who I sabotaged you with? Yeah, you go feed each other. Go feed each other. Starve to death. They're all worried. Worry, anxiety, fear, 9 of Swords. They don't have their meal ticket anymore. They got cut off. You cut them off. Somebody cut them off. Judgment has been made, and a death is here. Yeah, little whore. It's so funny that I would wake up with that. Eclipse out, lust is destroyed, lost the favor of love, and then I've got this weird, damn it, I almost had it. So you gained your freedom. You gained your freedom. You are a trustworthy person. You listen to your inner voice. You're releasing the fear. You're releasing this darkness. You are an irreplaceable person, and they've been chasing after you. There's somebody who sees you as irreplaceable. They don't want to chase. They want you. You've gained your freedom. You're a trustworthy person. This King of Cups very well may be the one who was here like tearing apart. He's like tearing shit up. Tearing it up. Judgment, death, tower. He's not playing. Death. To that soul tie. He's like, dude, you are out of here, you little whore. And I'm taking this irreplaceable little lovely Oh yeah, you lost out. Balance is being restored to these responsibilities. You neglected your responsibilities, and there's balance being restored. The hermit sees it all. The devil here, oh, that's an unexpected income. I didn't expect you to just walk away. What? What do you mean? You're walking away from my toxic self. Oh yeah, they failed. This devil failed. Unexpected outcome. Big time failure. They're overwhelmed. They've got all these habits, and you're entering very swiftly into an inseparable union with somebody who sees you as irreplaceable. Now, you can take that however you want to take that, okay? This could be in the spirit. This could be in your next life. I don't care how you take it. This is the story. Apply it or don't apply it, however it needs to be. I'm feeling a little... My mind is still a little, wow, lots of stuff are being eclipsed out. This is super fantastic, man. How many days has it been since the eclipse? Why did it take this long? You got growth here. Growth, expanding your consciousness and your awareness. So you have grown and you will continue to grow. This new inseparable union, despite the distance, however this is, you're going to expand in consciousness and awareness with this person. It's a relationship that serves the higher good. And whoever this person is of the past, they're overwhelmed. They're stuck in their lower vibrational habits. They no longer get to feast on you. They no longer get to feast on you. This third-party situation can no longer plug in and feast on you. This little bitch who's jealous of you and wanting to be like you, pretending to be like you, wearing your energy, spitting word magic, vile, toxic energies your way, wishing failure upon you. I mean, you're their meal ticket, and they were wishing failure upon you. It's like, how could you wish destruction upon that which gives you what you need? It's so weird to me. It's like, I hate you, and I want to see you dead, but at the same time, I want to absorb everything good out of you. It's the weirdest thing, man. It's so freaking toxic. Distant horizons. Yeah, there's a whole community here that's being cut off. A whole community is under judgment, receiving death. They're guilty and they're in regret regarding this soul tie. Whatever they did, it was bad. They're being eclipsed out. They're being eclipsed out. There's death here for this third-party situation. Whatever this community was doing, there's a tower here and death. And they're trying to defend their beliefs, but they're not defendable. They're not defendable. It was all for money. There's no excuse for it. There's absolutely no excuse. It was all for money. So this King of Cups has gained a victory. King of Cups is entering into a 10 of Cups. And it's in a 6 of Wands, like total victory, 10 of Cups coming into this. Whatever this soul tie was or whoever it is, he's gaining it. Whatever these ones had been abusing with their third-party situation, this King of Cups has just gained it. He has just gained this irreplaceable union. Or he's been working toward it. Of course, it requires two to tango, right? But whoever these old soul ties were, they were having a weird fantasy. They were having some weird, unachievable fantasy, man. And now they're in fear. Message of concern about a change. They're in fear about it. They made mistakes. With this petty ego, they're guilty of coming against an honest, delightful person who focuses on the lighter side of life. They're guilty for bringing warfare to a soul tie that was honest and true and lighthearted. They were guilty of bringing conflict and warfare to this person, this main female. This little substitute, karmic, whatever you want to call her, I just want to call her a little whore because that's how I feel about them. But whatever, I'll try to be polite and just say, okay, this karmic was daydreaming about being this main female, and she thought that she could, if she could destroy this main female, who she was also living off of the essence of. What a moron. They're in the courthouse. They're being detached from health. They're being detached from abundance. There's a fire going on. There's power being exerted here. Big time power, willpower is being exerted here with this Ace of Wands. And these ones are all worried. They're in a trauma and despair. And a Five of Pentacles. They sabotage themselves. They sabotage themselves. This main male is here wielding, oh yeah, he's wielding this wand. This King of Cups main male is wielding this wand, and he's like smacking folks up one side and down the other. And you have gained your freedom. He has released you from this. You can trust him. He's not a chaser. He's not like these other. He's not chasing around. He feels that you are irreplaceable. He feels a respect for you. He could be a wealthy man. The Hermit's here, shining a light on this situation. These ones neglected their responsibilities, and balance is being restored. Yeah, this mature man neglected his responsibilities. He's just a loser. He's a devil energy who is codependent and toxic. He's got all kinds of addictions and habits. He's overwhelmed. This is an unexpected outcome. He failed. He's got big failure here. He failed. He doesn't want to be in poverty. He couldn't cause poverty for this main female. He couldn't drain her of her vitality, basically. He was not able to drain her of everything. He's overwhelmed. He's got habits. This wealthy man, this main male, sees this main female as irreplaceable. And he feels as though he's inseparable, like he's with her all the time. He could be telepathically connected to her. They're sharing a pathway together. There's going to be a swift change and an expansion of consciousness and awareness. Yeah, they're inseparable. And this devilish energy is overwhelmed by their habits. They're super toxic. We've got sudden wealth on the bottom of the deck. And these people are under adjudication regarding this sudden wealth. And they're facing imprisonment for what they did to a child, or for what they tried to stop, or for what they did to innocence or purity. Yeah, the child of this marriage. It could be that these two people were together in a previous cycle, and it could be that their child was put into a coffin. It could be that there's some serious backstory going on here with this thief coming against this privileged lady. This mature woman who wanted this great fortune. An official person doing shady stuff in a family room is making a journey. They're going to make their journey. There's a big death card here. They're false people. Letter. It's official. There's a letter received. This is over. This community is in regret. There's this soul tie that they had with this main female is over. Kaput, done, dead. End of a cycle. They're guilty. They're in regret. This whole community. They've received confirmation in a letter. This soul tie is dead. They can no longer, they're challenged by these third-party situations that they utilized to gain unexpected income. They were bringing about death to people, and this is over. They're in a tower, and they got death. And they have death. There's a tower and death, and they're like trying to defend themselves still. How could you defend yourself? Oh, I'm a whore because it's the righteous thing to do? No, they're in despair. They can't defend it. There's no defending it. They're in despair. This King of Cups has gained a victory. He's entering into a 10 of Cups. He's got this 6 of Wands. These ones made mistakes. That was all they were under some freaking illusion and some weird infection of their field of awareness. And there's a change happening. They're not living in the energy of love. They never have. They need to go see the doctor. They're guilty of, this thief is guilty for bringing petty, egoic competition to a honest and lighthearted main female who was just minding her own business, who entered a soul tie with pure intentions, and this whole community decided to F her over for her gift, because she is a gift. They wanted to F her over for her gift. They hate her. But somehow they got a contract with her, and it's like, no man, no man, no man, no more contracts. Dirty weasels. But then you got this main male here. I don't know, but it doesn't look like he's a chaser. It looks like he's a different caliber of a person. Yeah, they were coming after it for the money. They attacked, they targeted, premeditated, attacked this main female to cause her a death or an ending of some sort, to break her heart and to drain her of all her love and her spiritual wealth. They're in the courthouse over this. They were daydreaming of being this person. They wanted to swap places with her. This main male is here, and he's like, yeah, there's no more conversation about it. We're not having a conversation. We're not going to talk about this. You sabotage yourself. You're in a 5 of Pentacles, and you're also in a freaking 9 of Swords. You are backing off. This main male is like, he's not having it. You've gained your freedom. This is a trustworthy person. He is turning the moon upside down. So all of the illusions are seen. He's not a chaser. He doesn't want to chase anybody else. He sees you as irreplaceable. He could be a wealthy man. However you want to see that. But we've got faithfulness in the reverse. We've got room in the reverse. It could be that there's somebody here who's seeking consolation for their lack of faithfulness. That's what this is. Somebody wants consolation. They're in the room. They want a meeting with you in a room. They want to come see you. They want to have a talk. They want you to console them. They've been cut off. They can't gain access to the room. Like the room, I feel, is your mental body, your mind. They weren't faithful, so they've been cut off, and now they're needing consolation. This main male, whatever gifts of skillful will he has, he's utilizing them right now, and there's big changes happening within the field of awareness. He could be the master himself. This could be the king. This could be the master coming in and kicking ass on these third-party situations. He's like, you have tried to destroy love, and I'm done with you people. He might be just coming in and saying, yeah, we're going to reformat this whole scenario. He's the one who has all authority. We got thought. This mature man is all up in his thoughts. He neglected his responsibilities, and balance is being restored. Balance is here in environment. And the Hermit is here, shining a light on everything. This mature man is a loser. He's a whore. He's a loser. He's unreliable. He's irresponsible. He could be a widower. He could be a widower. And we've got wedding in the reverse. There's no wedding here. So he's a widower. He's there. Yeah, there's this contract. Whoever this is, he's not able to. It's over. There's no wedding. It's over. It's dead. You have no more connection to this main female mature man. You're all up in your thoughts. You might be mentally disturbed because you got habits and you're overwhelmed and you got this devilish attachment. Messenger, getting a message. They're overwhelmed. They've got habits. They're getting the message that this main male and this main female are very swiftly moving down this pathway together. They're inseparable. There may be a distance between them, but they're moving. They're like in tandem, traveling. They may not like be right next to each other, but they're on this pathway together. And there's melancholy here. The enemy is full of melancholy. Oh my God, they're having such a bad time now because you're happy that you're coming into this reunion. Yes, sweetheart. You're a sweetheart, main female, and you're coming into this reunion with this main male. You get somebody who actually sees your value. And this old woman and this priest are suffering a sickness, a malady. Because love is being congratulated. There's a cheerfulness around love right now. And they're haughty and they're sighing. And their merchant is like, where is my main female? And these pleasure seekers are suffering a misfortune because they can't provide her. They can't provide this merchant with that main female. They were trying to traffic this person or the energy or the essence of this main female. And whoever this servant is to this merchant, they're going on a journey. They're a foe and they're in sorrow. The service that they have been providing fighting against love, this false lord is going to be experiencing a death. And they're surprised. Because this wife has been proven to be constant. It could be that there was a divine feminine that was brought to this particular realm to undergo a test and a trial. And it could be that this wife has been proven to be constant. And she's returning to the house and she's going to have a child. It could be that she's a younger woman, or maybe she will be reverse aged and given youth again and coming into this fortune. This friend, this scholar is facing prison for what they did. They lied on you. They said that you were whatever, this whore, and you weren't. They lied on you, and they wanted their actual horror to appear as though they were you. Isn't that weird? They had you, but they wanted to dress somebody else up in your essence and pretend they were you. Isn't that weird? I mean, that's a mental illness. That's the epitome of mental illness. You have the prize, and yet you want to drain the prize, dress somebody else up as though they are the prize, and then pretend that they are the prize while you destroy the actual prize. That's weird, man. That's a mental illness. I can't believe people can't see that as a mental illness. That's weird. You have the prize, but you want to destroy the prize and pretend somebody else is the actual prize. Somebody that you actually chose. And it could just be that you're not in alignment with the freaking prize. If you want to be with somebody else, but you want to dress them up as though they are the prize, that simply means that both of you are not in resonance with the actual prize, man. You're not in resonance with it. You're not worthy of it. You're not in the same frequency of it. It can't survive with you. And even if you were able to strip it and dress yourself up in it, it wouldn't last, man. They're protesting because their curses have been reversed, or they feel like being separated from this soul tie is a curse. And it's like, whatever, you weren't worthy of it. You weren't worthy of the soul tie. You're in this third party situations, and now you're in despair over this death. Why? Because you were sucking the life out of this main female, and now you can't do that anymore. So it's like a death to you. It's like, oh, I can't suck the life out of this person anymore, so now I feel like I'm dying. Oh, whatever, man. You're in despair. You're in danger now, too, because you were protected by the essence of this person. This community was protected by the essence of this person, and now they have to face the curses that they drummed up. All the curses that they put upon this main female. Their soul tie is over, and now they have to deal with all these curses. They brought them forward. They applied them to the situation. They're responsible for this. It's nobody else's responsibility. It was their job. It was their profession. It was what they did with their time, with their effort, with their life force essence. Their whole purpose was to curse the world and to curse love. They're going to need to go see a doctor. They made mistakes. They're in fear. It was all a fantasy. This King of Cups has won a victory and is entering into a 10 of Cups with this soul tie. He's like, there's a new family tree here. And this King of Cups has won. He finds you to be irreplaceable. I hope you find him to be the same. Oh my goodness. It's so weird when these things are hidden and they're all done behind the scenes and you have no idea who's who and you're just like winging it. These guilty parties, this thief, they came in and they wanted to steal the divine inheritance out of this main female. They wanted to steal her vitality and curse her. And they did. And now they're being separated from her. She's the gift and they're being separated from her. And they're all stressed out. Vertigo, that's the word, vertigo. They're all stressed out because they're being separated. They're being detached from the health and the abundance of this main female. They're being detached. This soul tie is dead in the water. It is over. This relationship has been judged and it has been found faulty. They only entered into it so that they could drain the spiritual inheritance out of this main female. They did it all for money. It's in the courthouse. They can see it. They're worried. They're anxiety and fear. They're in despair because this main male, who is this King of Cups, is like gained a victory. He's like, oh, hold up there, buddy bud. You're going to get what you deserve, and what you deserve is a life of trauma and despair for what you did to this sweetheart here. And now they're all worried because they're in a 5 of Pentacles. It's like, well, who's going to pay my bills? Well, what do you mean who's going to pay your bills? Were you worried about who was going to pay her bills when you were out there effing around with your little hoe bag, dressing up in her essence and her energy, pretending that you were some lord, some fancy dancy schmancy dude, dressing up in the energy and the essence of this person that you cursed? You sabotaged your own damn self. Nobody's willing to talk to you anymore. This main male sees this main female as a high value person, and he's not going to do the same thing that you were doing. He's taken this. It's like, you wanted to siphon all the wealth out of this? I don't know. Well, she's now got her freedom. She's now got her freedom. You can't tap into her, you can't come into her room, which is her mind. You can't tap into her mind. You're not faithful. They need to be consoled because she's free now. And there's this wealthy man who finds her irreplaceable. He's not chasing after her. He doesn't want to chase after other people. His goal is to be with this main female. The Hermit is here. They see that the responsibilities of this mature man were neglected. Balance is being restored. He's all up in his thoughts. He can't get out of his thoughts. He might be having a mental disturbance. This curse might be affecting him mentally. Yeah. Eternal love. He neglected eternal love. He was supposed to nurture this, and he didn't. He didn't honor his commitments. He is a devil, and he is now a widower. He has lost his wife. There is no wedding. There's no commitment here. He failed. And poverty is here. He wants to get out of poverty desperately. He's overwhelmed. He's got bad habits. And he's got the message that the pathway is open. All the stuff that he was taught, all the stuff that he was coached, all the stuff that he coached others to do, it all backfired. This pathway is open for this main male and this main female. Oh, man. And there's marriage, and she's okay. She's got a new contract, one that isn't going to suck the life force out of her. One that isn't going to leave her homeless on the street while they're out partying up on her vitality, whoring around town with their little frauds, pretending to be you. This is the conclusion. This is the conclusion, and you have gained. They're wanting to apologize now for causing you confusion, for bribing people to come against you. You were shown a kindness throughout all this bullying, and there's evidence of the losses and the sorrow and the damage that they caused you. So you're having sweet dreams now. You've earned merit through all of this, and your days of being cast away are being stopped. You're a sweetheart. And these ones are overloaded now because they tried to rob you, and everybody can seize it. It's being fortune told. Everybody can see it. And they got to live and learn. They're a nut job, man. And now they're in conflict. And that's good news for you. Because they're weak and overindulgent. And now they're out of time. Their strategy for mind reading, for networking, to gain real estate out of pride is over. They made a vow. And now they're in fright. Because they're rituals. They're in fright because of these natural disasters, because of these rituals are being returned to them. And they know what they did. They know what they called out. They know what they drummed up, and they know what's coming back. And they're afraid. Because they know what they wanted for you. They know what they called forth for you. And it didn't happen. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and shut this one off. And I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.